Hi, welcome. This is Cat Factotum, and today I'm having a plant date, which sounds weird. No, a plant update. Maybe that sounds better. I don't know. I feel like this is an awkward angle, or maybe just get a little glare because like my windows are over here. Maybe this isn't a very good spot. Oh, nobody cares. All right. So, yeah, this is just a plant update for those who are interested. I know there's not many, but that's okay. It's really just because I like to hang out with my plants. So I'm videotaping it. That makes it less weird. No, it doesn't. Yeah. So let me just get into it. Hi. Okay, so as the plant world turns, continuing this beautiful and also very intense drama of me struggling, get off of my drink, struggling to keep my plants alive. The pest drama continues. You won't be able to see really, but I do have some leaves that are not doing well. And it's not because it's dry, it's because of pests. Actually, I'll take a little video and I'm gonna show you up close what I'm dealing with. I think it's thrips. What the? These little, I'm gonna like bleep it out, but these little mother bastards are killing me. Like these mother are really bringing me down and messing with my ivy. I love my ivy, so don't me, okay? I'm gonna bleep all that out. I'm gonna bleep it all out. It's okay. I'm family friendly. Okay. So you've seen my blurry, terrible footage. I'm not really sure what's going on. If there's any intelligent creatures out there that want to give me a heads up, help me out, I'm interested. For a while, it was doing a lot worse. Now I see all these new leaves are coming out and I'm happy. Like, look at how many leaves I lost on this strand. So what I think I'm going to do is I might just trim it all back. But first, what I'm gonna do, this is gonna seem ridiculous, but I love my ivy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go along. I'm gonna take out leaves that I know are struggling. I've heard before that if you just leave those dying leaves on, the plant's just gonna put out energy towards trying to keep it alive. That isn't really useful because there's no bringing the leaf back once it's died, right? Or once it's been damaged. So what I'm doing here, this is neem oil. Check it out, just a little container. This I just got off of Amazon. I can't remember exactly how much it was. It was overpriced for sure. It smells terrible, but hopefully this does a little something. So I just wet a paper towel and I'm essentially just gonna go along and wipe down all the leaves. I know this is silly. I shouldn't care that much. I should probably just spray it with neem oil, but I find that when I spray it, I miss a lot, right? It's they're underneath the leaves and I don't get to it. And then they just, a couple days I think it's okay, but then they just multiply. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of neem oil on my paper towel here. Yuck. It does not smell good. And then I'm just gonna go along. Like, these leaves are so beautiful, my new ones. They should be okay, but I don't know. Sorry, this is boring. Oh, these baby ones on the end, they're so beautiful, so green. There's just something about the feeling, this is gonna sound really weird, but like new leaves feel amazing. Is that weird? Maybe. Okay, I'm gonna pause for a minute. I'm actually going to just cut this off, and then I'm gonna run the rest of this under some water, and then I'm gonna propagate it. I have a seam here where I cut it a while back, and I'm gonna cut it in that same place. Not that it really matters, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I also have this, I don't know what it is. I'm gonna put the scientific name for it right here. Ooh. It's kind of like a just nice little garden plant, and this was sitting next to the ivy, and this is actually where the ivy got all the pests from, I'm pretty sure. This I got out of just a friend's garden, and like a moron, I didn't quarantine it properly. As you can see, I have trimmed it back. I'm actually gonna trim it back even more because there's so much new growth that's coming out that looks very healthy. See, what is this? I wanted to trim this off, but now look at this. I can't let that go. It's adorable. Look at that. Look at that little thing over there. I'm obviously not gonna let that go. Oh, it's the same over here. Are you diseased? No, you're okay. But yeah, I'm often quite brutal when it comes to trimming things back. And it looks bad for a while, but honestly, I always find it worth it in the end because I'd rather have a little bit dead plant for a while than an all dead plant forever. You know, does that make sense? I don't see any pests on it because I guess they all moved over to my ivy. But I'm still gonna give it a wipe down because you just never know, you know? Whatever this is. Oh, see, it was still alive at the bottom, and I see like stuff that is coming back. I'm trying not to get rid of, but I don't want to leave anything on there that is gonna spread the pests, you know? Got some dead leaves in there. I'm getting rid of those because who knows what's in those. What are you? There's like a mushroom or something in there. I have heard that they're beneficial. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not eating it, so I don't care. They're so pretty because the leaves are kind of, the outsides are white. I don't know what they're called though. It's something I should know that I've heard before. It just escapes me at the moment. Remembering plant names is not a skill of mine. When you bring pests from outside inside, all of a sudden they're in these moderate conditions and they just breed and get crazy. So you've got to be careful. Something that looks, you know, beautiful and you don't see anything on it, that doesn't mean anything because you're taking it from dirt that was outside and who knows where it's been, right? I also have just a little prayer plant. So this came from a much bigger plant, and as you can see, well, you maybe can't see, but I've trimmed back a lot of it because, again, pest issues. But these things just do not give up, and I'm gonna go. Sorry. And I love them for it. So I'm just gonna give my little baby prayer plant here the most I possibly can, the best chance I possibly can. Right? And there we go. Just a little guy, but look at how gorgeous it is. Oh. Hi. So this is, of course, my Monstera. I freaking love this thing. Like, I don't even know what to say. I know it's like basic, plant person 101 to have a Monstera, but this thing is so cool. I have propagated this twice already, and it does so well. This leaf here, you can see it had some pest issues. I haven't seen more, or I haven't seen anything change since I've treated it a few times. But I'm just gonna go over and treat it again because better to be safe than sorry. And I freaking love this thing. Guys, I bought this for $20. $20. I've propagated it twice. and I'll show you them. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go over the leaves and essentially just wipe them down because I think it'll look nice and I want to protect them from any little pests. I made some big errors in regards to pests. I was just loving life, trying to get all the plants, and I went a little overboard and wasn't properly watching them, and that's all there is to it. So I'm trying to make amends now. Yeah, like this plant is friggin' gorgeous. Am I right? I'm right. You don't even need to tell me. So this is one of my propagations. It is doing so well. This leaf is a new leaf. It is beautiful and perfect. And I can already tell on this one and this one that there's going to be another one coming out. You can see these little like protrusions that start to come out, and that's like a little rolled up leaf in there that just gets bigger and bigger. And now it's not the biggest leaf, but this was my newest leaf and it is freaking gorgeous. And I'm gonna wipe these down too, just to be safe. It's doing well and I can see stuff is coming out, so I'm not too worried about it. This leaf was damaged. I don't know, I think it was damaged when I got it. But it is what it is. It's still so green that I don't wanna let it go. This one's got a little yellowing around the edges. I don't know if, sometimes I think I don't water it enough, and then, it's just one of those things where it's either one or the other. Can't win. All right, beautiful. So that's my one little monstera. And this one is the one that I recently cut off, just because it was sticking out at a weird angle. This was only about a week ago. Already you can see I've got some roots coming out. Actually, the aerial root was under the dirt, so I had to cut it off. So I was a little worried, but it seems to be doing its thing, so it's all good. So they look so awkward when it's just a few leaves, but seems to be doing just fine in the water for now. And once I get a decent root structure, I'll transplant it. All right, now I've got this guy. So this completely died at one point in the summer. I don't know what happened. I don't think pests got to it. It just like dried up and it said, "I hate you. You ruined my life." That's what it said to me. But I just kept watering it and hoping for the best. And then it just started coming back to life. I can't explain it, but I'm pleased. Again, I don't know what this is called. I'm gonna put the scientific word for it right here. But yeah, look at that. New leaves coming. It's very cute. I love the speckled aspect of the leaves. It's so pretty. But yeah, you can see there were two little stems and this one is just like, no. Sorry. But this one just came back. So sometimes stuff is just mad and you don't know why. You just don't give up. Isn't that a beautiful life lesson? I'm sorry.